Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching. It would mean the world to us if you could just scroll down, like, hit the subscribe button for the Snaps YouTube channel. It goes a long way towards helping us out. Now, let's dive into some college football. I think Garrett Nussmeier played very well. You'll see the stat line and see 395 and 3 touchdowns, and that's great. But what you're not going to get from that is the strongest thing that you saw out of the Nuss Bus yesterday was situational football, where you were down 14-0, you come back and tie it up. You get down 28-14, you come back and tie it up. And then getting the ball back with 6 minutes left, down 3, looking at a 98-yard field, probably going to be your last opportunity. He drove him 98 yards down the field, game-winning touchdown drive. So situationally, love the nuts from Nuss yesterday. That said, the LSU defense remains an abject disaster.
Oof.
They let Tanner Mordecai put up 378 and 3 touchdowns on them yesterday. And Tanner Mordecai was awful this year. He had thrown 6 touchdowns in 9 games coming in. So I don't, and they're probably going to bring Matt House back. So I don't know. I would not bet on LSU next year. I think they're like Brian Kelly. The program's moving in the right direction, but losing a Heisman winner, and then with how bad the defense was this year, I think you should be in prove it mode with LSU instead of giving them the benefit of the doubt.
I'm with you, man. And how many of the receivers are coming back too? Like, is Brian Thomas coming back? Is Kyron Lacey coming back?
Kyron Lacey is coming back. Their receivers are going to be fine. They're going to have fucking dogs again at wideout. The offense is going to be awesome again. Great O-line, really good running back room, great receivers. I think Nuss.
Well, the offense line is going to be great because you still have those 2 freshmen that will be not freshmen. They're sophomores this year. That will be juniors next year. Like this will be one of the best offensive lines in the country. I think Nussmeier is more than ready to go. Obviously, we saw that versus Wisconsin in the game over the weekend. LSU breeds receivers. It's just the defense. Which
is crazy to say how we've gotten here.
Can the defense make that much? Can the defense make that much improvement from this year to next year to make them more competitive? I don't see it.
A lot of people in the chat saying Lance Hurd hitting the portal. If you're not an LSU fan, you probably don't know who that is. He's a 5-star tackle that in some limited action this year for LSU looked awesome. But apparently he wants more money than LSU's willing to pay him, and so he is going to go test the market and see if somebody will give him that money.
LSU just got a big 5-star flip from A&M over the weekend.
Yeah, Dominic McKinley, the defensive tackle. They're also going to get that, or it's expected that they're going to get a 5-star athlete. This guy Bussey. And I already think this is a good class that Brian Kelly's put together in terms of you're never going to out recruit Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama. How has LSU won 3 national championships with 3 different coaches? Because they build these classes through Louisiana, and this is a very solid class in that regard. And now you've added the last remaining piece, which were some 5-star power. So we'll see. Again, though, I just have no faith until the defense proves something to me. I'm such a fucking idiot. I legitimately thought the defense was going to play really well yesterday. It's why I gave out LSU -10 as a pick, because I was like, surely this Dairy Raid and Tanner Mordecai, which has been so bad, surely they too can't carve you up. Easy. But I was wrong. I know.
They made it look easy. Where would you put, as we look ahead just real quickly, where would you put LSU in the SEC next year?
I think they're behind all the teams I named. I'd put him
Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ole Miss. Would you put him behind Ole Miss?
I put him behind Ole Miss, and I put him behind I put him behind Ole Miss. I don't think I put him behind Mizzou right now.
Tennessee, Oklahoma.
I put him ahead of Tennessee and Oklahoma. I'm not a big. Well, I already kind of was an Oklahoma believer, and now I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what the fuck to make of him. Is 10-2 a good year? Yeah, but lost their entire offensive line. They lose their great quarterback. I don't know. Guys transferring out the wazoo. I don't know what to make of Brent Venables. R.C. Bateman says dogs will run everybody this coming season. Probably, because I think some of the question marks that I had this year will be solved. Beck with a full year of experience feels like he'll be more prepared for that moment where he maybe fell short in the SEC championship. I
don't know. I think Georgia still has a lot of questions that need to be answered for next year. Receivers,
True.
I think receivers need to be answered. I think defensive line needs to be answered. They just lost 2 of their top DBs. Bullard's out. Tyke left. Kamari's gone. So, I mean, you have to fill out 3 positions on the back end. Like, listen, Kirby's recruited really well, and I'm sure maybe he'll get a couple guys in the portal too to fill those positions. Not like they don't have talent there, but I think there's a lot of
so maybe they're not the overwhelming
word, but I think there's still a lot of
they're still clearly like they're
Georgia
as much
a little bit. They feel a little bit
as any other team.
I feel like they feel a little bit like Alabama did to start the season, minus like obviously like the question isn't the quarterback. The question is a lot of other positions. Like Alabama, we kept saying like they're the most talented team in America when it comes to the blue chip ratio, but we just haven't seen these guys play. They're a bunch of young guys that haven't played a lot of football. And obviously they went out there and won the SEC. I feel like Georgia is going to be very similar next year where they have a lot of young guys and a lot of key positions that we all know are 4- and 5-star guys, but we haven't seen them play a lot of football yet.
Been real interesting to watch all the tide turn on Jalen Milroe. Tide fans hate him now.
I know.
I think he sucks. They are Jalen Hurtsing that man hard right now. So I'm going to be very intrigued to see how that offseason goes.